Hey guys, thanks for getting involved in the hashtag TrustFab. It was great to be able to share my experience and be able to exchange with you guys. The main thing that I've been seeing was actually mistake on the front part of the chassis. The handlebar width and the cockpit itself, general cockpit position, is actually really important for you to be able to trust the front and load the front. Loading will be able to provide you a lot more grip and obviously bring the bike into the direction the way you want. And the handlebar width is one of those key factors that will be able and provide you the ability to do so. If your handlebar is too wide, you will understand that you will have a minimum amplitude and not the maximum strength. If it's too narrow, you will actually not have the exact elbow shape to fully use your triceps and your shoulder muscle. That's why the ideal position is actually hand on the outside of the handlebar, slightly outside your shoulder, to be able to apply the maximum pressure. Based on this, you will understand that you will calculate the depth of your lever position and be able to have right fingers straight onto the end to be able to have maximum power, maximum leverage onto the finger. You will understand that if you actually brake on the inside, it's a lot harder than if you have a maximum leverage, but also for the sensitivity that you will have under your braking, not looking the rear wheel, optimizing your traction on the front wheel. It will be very key to be having the right hand position and the finger right at the end of the lever. The angle of it is actually bringing a lot of the general arm position as well. You will understand that if your lever is too high, you will actually have too much of the angle on the wrist and not have an ideal comfortable position into heavy pressure. On the other hand, if your lever is too low, you also understand that all the strength, the force coming through the handlebar is actually bending your thumb and not ideal either. That's why you need to have the perfect angle to be able to ride without tightening the hand. If you actually tight your hand, it means that your lever angle is not proper. So it's really important to get the maximum strength, get your hand into position, and you will understand that based on this, your handlebar height as well will be key. Obviously, you can change your handlebar rise. You have generally a bunch of stack possibility under the stem within between the frame. And this height will also bring you a maximum comfort to trust the front again. If you have your handlebar too high, you will be pushed toward the back. But if your handlebar is too low, you will feel that you're all the time fighting, and because you won't trust your front, you're going to shift your weight towards the back. That's why you need to find this perfect comfortable position where by just applying a slight pressure on the handlebar, you will actually have the perfect load for grip and for commitment. So the general front cockpit will provide you the stability mainly because of the front center length that you have here. You will see from your BB all the way to your front axle right there, that is making the possibility for your bike to not go so easily over the front and not going over the handlebar. This general stability is going to be also provided by the general head angle of the bike, and that's why you can see on my strive here, I actually boost my bike with a 180mm travel to be able to have a slightly slacker head angle and have a little more stability. And based on this, also having the right pressure into your fork will make sure that you don't have a diving effect when you hit the brake or when you get a big G out. So this front part of the chassis is really key for stability, for trust, for driving, for traction. You do need to have the right thing to get it down. So don't hesitate to keep posting on hashtag TrustFab so we can keep on sharing and commenting. And on next topic, we were going to talk about the back end of the chassis, the center, the saddle height, and all the rest to be able to get you guys improve on the bike.